Yeah, go on. Yes guys, welcome back to Nothing But Power, and we've got such an epic series coming up for you. There's a crazy story behind this car that I'm sitting in right now. It's an Audi S3 2009. It's the 2-litre TFSI and it's currently stage 2 plus. And as you know, I've got all the footage from stock to stage 2 plus right now, and there's also a little twist in there. So we're gonna go back in time, right to the beginning of the build, take you through the build, and then at the end, I'm gonna drop a little surprise on you. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Certified Remaps, and today, the customer has bought in a well looked after Audi S3 8P 2009. He's bought it in for a full stage 2 customization with remap. It's having done a ram air oversized filter, a 3-inch downpipe, a dark side intercooler, NGK spark plugs, R8 core packs, Miller's oil. It's having a genuine oil filter, genuine DSG service, genuine Haldex service, and a genuine timing belt and water pump. The car already feels beautiful, but the customer wants it to be done so he knows it's fully mint during his ownership. So we're going to be starting off with dynoing it in stock just to see what it's running. Stay tuned. Okay, so we're just setting up the dyno now and getting the car ready, doing all the pre-dyno checks. For this particular car, we've had to have turned off the Haldex to make it front wheel drive, as we only have a dyno for 2 wheels. So yeah, once the checks have been done, we're going to run it in stock just to see what it's making currently, and we'll drop the certified source on it, dyno it again, see what happens. Okay, so we've just completed the first dyno run. Again, this is stock, we haven't tuned it, we haven't done anything to the car as of yet. It's pushing 254 brake, which is slightly under than what it's meant to be. I believe it's 265 in stock, and it's running 354 Newton meters of torque. Okay, so we then went on to do a second dyno run so we can gather the live data, and from what we've saw on the data, the intake cam is out of its specified range. We heavily advise the customer to get this done before we carry on the work, as we don't like to work on cars that aren't mechanically correct. However, the customer did go against our advice and decided to push us ahead with the work. I just want to stress we did advise not to do this, as we wanted to get the timing chain and the intake sorted before we start tuning. However, the customer was in a rush for the work to be done. He said, yes, carry on. If anything happens, then we'll take it from there. And guess what happened? Done the second dyno run and the timing chain give way. So yeah, unfortunately, the worst case scenario did actually happen. We did advise that it could potentially happen. So now what we're actually going to do is the customer has decided to stay with us at Certified Remaps, obviously, and get the engine sorted out, rebuilt. Then we'll get on the tuning side and take it from stock to stage 2. So stay tuned. As I said, this series is very meaty. There's a good story behind this car. And again, I've still got the little twist to throw in at the end. So stay tuned. This is an S3 8P engine rebuild. As you can see, it's been stripped out. Been going to work on it, man. Certified Remaps, big project. This is now finished. Customer is ready to take it. It's been in here a while. Again, engine rebuild. So as you can see, the pistons on the block took some damage. So we're basically swapping it over.
R8 core packs, ram air filter or possibly any kind of cold air intake, which is decent enough obviously. You're going to need a 3-inch downpipe minimum. Large intercooler, you can get away with it. This is like a stage 2 plus, so pretty much I would prefer to obviously add it on, and at some point the customer can obviously choose to put out a bigger upgraded fuel pump, and pretty much she's good to go for a stage 2 plus, nice and strong. So yeah, we are going to put a bigger fuel pump on there, but as of now, customer can't get hold of one, so we decided to just stick to this for now.
Okay, so quick update on where the S3 is at. The new engine has been put back in. All the components and parts on the engine have been bought from the dealership. The customer really wanted to go all out on this rebuild and wanted to make sure the car will be reliable once we go stage 2 plus, etc. So now all of the physical, mechanical customizing will be carried out, such as the downpipe, the intercooler, and all of the parts we basically just ran through on the previous clip. So yeah, stay tuned. Once the mechanical side's been done, we're going to get it onto the dyno, put the map on, get some. The customer also asked Certified Remaps to do a Haldex service, DSG service, put a brand new water pump, a brand new timing belt on there as well. Okay, so I thought I'd save the graph of the dyno till the end. We've got a few different runs along the journey. Bossman Ali is just going to run through the graph for you. So yeah, over to you.
Okay, so stock run, the blue line. As you can see, made 254 bhp, 306 new meters of torque. So slightly under than what it normally makes on the dyno. Obviously, we knew there was a slight issue there, so obviously looked into it, rectified that issue, changed the parts, etc. So this version 1 tune, this was basically on the stock high pressure fuel pump. So we meant 341, but we noticed, we haven't added it in there, but we noticed a couple of runs, we noticed there was a drop in power. So after doing a few logs, etc., high pressure fuel pump and low pressure fuel pump wasn't performing as it should. Now obviously with you wanting to upgrade the pump itself, we decided to go ahead and put a new low pressure fuel pump and a high pressure fuel pump. After we done version 2 high pressure fuel pump, we realized there was a drop in power completely. So looked into the data log and realized the high pressure side had a slight leak, so it wasn't really holding the full pressure. after we changed the actual washer inside the pump, straight away noticed a difference. So without any modifications, etc., that was the gain that we actually made at the end, which was consistent. But we just put the one graph in there because we wanted to show you the whole journey on this side here. You know, figures graph speaks for itself. You can see how much of a difference it makes in power curve, etc. So we put the best out of all of them for you guys to see. So that was consistent on 3 runs, give and take a BHP or 2. So that's why we put the one version in there. You can see for yourself the whole journey. Stop, tuned, again tuned with a high pressure fuel pump and a drop, and then tuned with everything rectified. Now, just to let your customers know, we're still going to tune it dyno one more time, because we've actually replaced the diverter valve. So love to see how it performs on the dyno.
Yeah.
So whenever we're free, we'll get it on there.
So yeah guys, it's time now for the little surprise that I've been mentioning throughout the video. So obviously, as you know, the S3 is a stage 2 plus. The engine's been rebuilt. Every single part was from the dealership. The customer that had it done through certified remaps really just went above and beyond with having everything brand new from dealer. You know, he didn't skimp out on a penny. So yeah, let me just explain then for you. So basically, I do marketing, and I do the marketing for certified remaps. So that's why when I go down there, I do all their video content and stuff like that. And this customer was there, so I was videoing this whole build for certified remaps, not for me. So long story short, after all the content had been done, the engine got rebuilt, stage 2 plus, cars running absolutely mint, footage has all been taken. I've then gone home, just flicking through Facebook Marketplace as you do, having a look at cars and whatnot, and I saw this car on there up for sale, and for some reason, like, he had it up for a decent price as well. And I was just like, I couldn't believe that this guy was selling the car after the bill that he just spent. It was like over 5 grand, guys, he just spent on this car. And he had to basically decide to put it up for sale because he's got another child coming, so he needed a 5-door. As you know, this is a coupe. So your boy here, Nothinbutpower, ended up buying the car. So this is now my S3. It's my build, it's my project, and as I said, it's all just fell into place. I had the footage anyway, so I've been able to share it with you guys, the whole build. Nothing has been done by myself, everything was done by the previous owner. So I've just bought the car as it is. Obviously you've saw all the footage, so now what you can expect to come from me, obviously Nothinbutpower, we have to take it to that next level, don't we? So the plan is to take this to 500 brake horsepower, guys. So that's going to be like a big turbo forged engine setup. We might take it to stage 3 first before we go forge. But yeah, we're still debating on what to do basically. So it's currently stage 2 plus, 350 brake, been dynoed. So yeah, I'm very excited as what's to come, so stay tuned. Sorry, let me just turn this off. So yeah man, stay tuned guys. This series, the road to 500 brake, it's going to be lit. We've got a very good car to build off now. So yeah, and I got a bargain of a price as well. I really can't believe the price that I picked this up for. I know a lot of you will want to know, but I'm keeping that to myself. So yeah, stay tuned for the next episode. Peace out.